E aí, Carina, vamos começar em português?
Sim, então, pessoal, hoje é um dia muito especial porque eu tenho um convidado aqui no canal, que provavelmente vocês conhecem, é o Gavin. Oh, Lucas, hey guys, so there's somebody there.
Legal.
O Gavin tem um canal muito interessante, eu já vou pedir para ele falar para vocês. A gente hoje vai começar a falar em português e aí depois a gente vai falar um pouquinho em inglês e vocês podem fazer perguntas em inglês também.
Isso.
Então, Gavin, fala um pouco do teu canal, do teu trabalho aqui no YouTube.
Tá bom, gente. A maioria de vocês talvez conhecem os dois aí, mas eu sou o Gavin e estou aprendendo português sozinho. Já aprendi muito, mas é sempre bom aprimorar, né? E, mais que qualquer coisa, o canal tem me ajudado muito com o aprendizado, porque é sempre legal gravar vídeos e assistir eu falando, né? Mas também gosto de compartilhar dicas de inglês. Sou um nativo da língua inglesa e eu sempre adorei coisas da língua e é muito bom ter essa plataforma para compartilhar tudo.
Não, e você agora parou não parou, pausou a carreira como cientista para trabalhar somente com o YouTube, né?
Isso, sim. Eu sou recém-formado com doutorado em ciências atmosféricas, mas comecei o canal quase 2 anos atrás agora. Nossa, o tempo tá passando rápido, né, Carina? Mas, queria muito continuar com o canal, tava gostando mais do canal do que as pesquisas que eu tava fazendo. Ainda gosto da ciência, mas percebi que eu adoro mais interagir com vocês e tem essa sensação de que eu estou ajudando pessoas, né? Carina, você tem essa mesma coisa também, né? Você está doutorando agora mesmo, hein?
Eu vou terminar agora em julho, eu tenho que entregar minha tese e eu vou defender provavelmente em agosto, né? Se tudo der certo. Tem que dar certo, porque aqui não tem.
Ano que vem.
Do ano que vem. Só que essa fase, tu que já passou por essa fase, sabe que é a mais pesada mesmo, é o final da tese, eu tenho um monte de dados para trabalhar ainda, então. Mas eu adoro o YouTube, eu tô continuando também com o canal, espero que eu consiga dar conta das coisas. Mas eu sempre dei conta, vai dar conta, dá uns nervosinhos aí de vez em quando, mas eu vou seguindo aí, né? Mas eu pedi para o pessoal antes, o pessoal está dando oi. Usamos os vídeos com os nossos alunos. Olá, Gavin. Pra te dar um oi, viu? Olá, Gavin. Olá, Gavin. Cadê Olá, Carina? Tô chateada.
Olá, tá. E, na verdade, eu consegui ter os 2 quadros, as 2 sites, chat e também Google Hangout aqui. Então, é muito legal agora. Então, mandar um oi para Paulo Henrique. Os 2 Paulos Henriques, tenho que pluralizar. Paula Matorelli, Joyce Cervantes. Oi, gente.
Eu consegui
Agora
fazer
é a sua vez.
Tá ótimo. Gente, aqui é a nossa primeira live, assim, em muito tempo. Bom, eu só fiz uma live na vida, faz 2 anos, e eu nem me lembrava mais como era, assim. Daí agora eu convidei o Gavin. Na verdade, a gente tava conversando já para fazer essa live, e tu também nunca apareceu, né, ao vivo? Só para um grupo
nunca. Nunca para todo mundo, né? Então, isso é o meu primeiro também.
Legal. Tá, então antes de começar antes de a gente... Ontem, quando eu compartilhei a foto, eu pedi algumas perguntas para vocês no meu Instagram. E aí, eu vou responder algumas enquanto o pessoal vai chegando aí para fazer mais perguntas depois, and then we can start speaking English. Eu tenho
speaking
uma pergunta para
English.
você. Yeah, English. Eu tenho uma pergunta da Sabrina, do Instagram. Qual foi a tua sensação, Gavin, quando começou a conseguir criar um diálogo em português? Gente, dá para ouvir o foguete?
Foguete?
Foguete. Barulho de jogo. Qual foi a sensação quando você começou a criar um diálogo em português e entender as pessoas? Deve ter sido muito gratificante se dedicar tanto tempo a uma língua e finalmente conseguir se comunicar e compreender.
Com certeza. Nossa, eu comecei a aprender português em 2011 e a minha motivação foi para ir ao Copa do Mundo com todos os meus amigos e, sim, poder comunicar com o povo do Brasil. e ser o tradutor do grupo. Foi 7 pessoas, o grupo foi de 7 pessoas indo à Copa do Mundo. Então, foi a primeira vez a interagir com pessoas cara a cara, né, quando eu fui ao Brasil. Antes de ir ao Brasil, eu tinha um parceiro de conversação, ele se chama Doug, e na primeira vez no Skype com o Doug, nossa, eu tinha muita vergonha de cometer erros e de não poder falar muito rápido, mas e também tinha problemas do microfone e tudo isso, mas para poder comunicar que tinha problemas e realmente conseguir falar com essa cara do Brasil, foi absolutamente maravilhoso. E depois disso, indo ao Brasil, foi super legal também poder falar com um cara sobre alugar uma prancha em Bahia, ou, sim, saber qual o lado da rua para pegar o ônibus. E realmente foi o prêmio para tanto tempo estudando, praticando, sem ter nada com quem eu tinha para conversar. Né?
Mas então, em quanto tempo isso aconteceu? Criar um diálogo, conseguir se comunicar?
Quanto tempo? 2 anos, mais ou menos. Desde o começo até quando eu tentei pela primeira vez. Mas eu acho que dá para fazer em muito, muito menos tempo. Só que eu não estava tão esforçado assim.
Aham.
E você, Carina?
Quanto tempo? Eu nunca
sei. E a sua experiência?
Tá bom. Quando eu comecei a conseguir conversar um pouquinho assim já, eu acho que com 6 meses de curso de inglês, porque eu sempre fui muito, muito motivada e interessada em aprender inglês, porque eu amo inglês, eu acho que tá na cara, né? Quem segue o meu canal já sabe. E aí eu comecei ali fazer perguntas simples. How often have you been How long have you been working? Sabe aquelas coisas super ensaiadas? What's the weather like? Sabe, eu já achava que eu tava falando, uau, eu falo muito inglês. E aí, estima ótima, né? Aí depois, quando eu comecei a me comunicar mesmo, foi só na faculdade de letras, que quando eu entrei, e aí eu vi que o pessoal tava num nível muito acima do meu, e aí eu comecei a me comunicar muito, e eu acho que também, ó, em uns 1 ano e meio, 2 anos, eu tava no nível deles, assim. Mas, claro, eu ainda estava adquirindo vocabulário e tal, mas eu conseguia conversar em inglês, sabe? Então, demora um pouquinho, talvez possa ser mais rápido se a pessoa fizer uma imersão maior. Eu acho que a imersão é muito importante, sabe? Porque, sei lá, estudar a língua por 2 horas por semana não é muito, né? Não vai ser muito rápido, né? Funciona, mas demora. Então, por isso que eu acho que já pode...
A motivação minha também foi que eu sempre gostava de códigos quando criança, códigos segredos, tudo isso. E poder falar 2 línguas, você está atuando como intérprete de código, né? Com todos os meus amigos que não sabiam nada de português, eu estava traduzindo um código. Eu gostava muito de ser parte de 2 conversas, 2 grupos de pessoas, e poder entender os 2. Isso é super, super legal e boa motivação.
É verdade. Olha, eu recebi uma pergunta agora da Naraihana. Eu conheço, a gente já se encontrou pessoalmente. Ela me perguntou, depois de quanto tempo estudando no Brasil, você fez a sua primeira viagem ao exterior? E eu decidi falar sobre isso agora, que eu acabei de ver, porque está um pouquinho relacionada a essa imersão que a gente estava falando. Eu... não tinha condições de viajar mesmo, gente. Então, se você acha que você nunca vai viajar, que nunca vai acontecer, gente, aconteceu comigo, pode acontecer com você também. Porque quando eu tinha uns 15 anos, eu achei, nossa, intercâmbio, eu nunca vou fazer, porque eu sou pobre, eu nunca vou conseguir. E aconteceu, porque eu juntei o meu dinheiro suadinho lá. E aí, só com 22 anos que eu consegui fazer a minha tão sonhada viagem para Londres. Eu adoro os Estados Unidos também, Gavin. Com todo respeito, Londres era o meu sonho maior, porque eu acho muito legal a cultura e sei lá. E aí eu fui pra lá já fluente, assim. Então, eu gosto de dizer que com esforço a gente consegue aprender a língua no nosso país de origem, entendeu? Porque às vezes as pessoas põem muito...
lá com a internet, né?
Exato, porque as pessoas põem muitos empecilhos, né, para o aprendizado. Ai, para aprender eu tenho que ser rico, para aprender eu tenho que viajar, para aprender eu tenho que ter tempo. E aí nunca faz, só vai empurrando, sabe? Então, assim, se tá afim, vai acontecer. E contigo, tu veio para o Brasil depois de quanto tempo de estudo?
De 3 anos não super esforçados.
3 anos. E quando chegou...
Em 2014 e aí neste ano também. Então, 2 vezes.
2 vezes. Deixa eu ver uma
Eu tenho
pergunta.
uma pergunta para você, Carina.
Pode falar.
Qual foi o seu maior mico que passou na Inglaterra? Essa é a pergunta do Lucas Zayat, do meu Facebook.
Meu maior mico? Aí eu passei vários micos, sabe? Porque eu fui uma pessoa meio...
Eu também, Brasil. Sempre.
Nem todos relacionados à língua. O primeiro miquinho que eu relacionado à língua foi quando eu cheguei e a minha host mom, o nome dela era Ethel. E aí eu perguntei, aí eu disse assim, o seu nome é Ethel ou Ethel? E ela disse, my name is Mrs. Carr. Tipo, ela me deu um corte, sabe? Que era pra chamar de senhora e o sobrenome. Não, o primeiro nome, deu tipo, ai, choque cultural na chegada. Aí eu já fiquei com vergonha ali. E um outro mico foi que eu era muito deslumbrada, assim, sabe? Eu perdia um pouco a minha atenção na rua, porque eu tava, nossa, Houses of Parliament, nossa, não sei o que. E aí, nessas loucuras aí, eu quase fui atropelada, mas não foi nenhum mico, foi quase uma tragédia.
With your I'm going to start speaking in simple English right now, but I'm just imagining you with your map and your camera like a tourist.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was doing.
Oh man,
and what
I love it.
Your mico? How do you say mico?
I would say, what's your most embarrassing moment that happened to you? We don't have a word for miku.
We have one for micos on TV, right? Bloopers.
What? Oh, bloopers. Yeah, but bloopers aren't things that happen to you. They're like video things, typically.
Okay. Okay. So we don't have a word for mico.
No, that's an expression that's totally brasileira.
You can add to those videos that you record.
There you go. Good idea. Good idea.
Good.
Just like you, I mean, there was a lot of small micos. Like I remember, this will happen to a lot of foreigners in the United States too, but I remember being at the front of a line, having to order food at a restaurant and not understanding what they're asking me. Like, which option do you want? Do you want this? Do you want this? Do you want this? And it was so fast for me that I couldn't understand. And the person behind the counter was not very nice, several times, and like was not helping me with Portuguese or anything. So
where was it?
I was very embarrassed. Where was it? It was in the São Paulo, the main bus station there. And it was in Forno de Minas.
Forno de Minas. Yeah. People are not so friendly here sometimes.
Yeah. But I mean, another personal mico is sometimes I would be so focused when talking with someone about what I was going to say next and how I was going to translate it into Portuguese that I forgot to listen. And when I said something, it had nothing to do with what they're talking about, So that's dangerous because sometimes you feel too confident and then you stop listening.
Yeah, I know. And then you don't interact. So your answer has nothing to do with the question. And I mean, wow.
Exactly. And I recorded some videos like that too. And when I went back and looked at the videos, I was like, oh my gosh, I did not answer their question at all,
Yeah. Because you're just paying attention to the words you were saying. And then I have a question from Instagram about dividing syllables in English. It's a very specific question. I forgot the name. I lost the question, actually. But it was on Instagram. He asked, how do you divide the syllables or separate the syllables in English?
That's a good question. And I could ask you guys that sometimes too, because I feel like it's funny because I receive many questions about how, oh man, Americans always put words together, juntar palavras. But I think that, Portuguese speakers always do that in words too. So I don't know. I mean, we're never taught that in school, I guess.
Yeah, it's because the relation between letters and sounds is much more transparent in Portuguese, as I told you before. So you have in Portuguese, casa, you have 4 sounds, k, a, z, a,
Right.
and then 2 syllables, casa. But then in English, you have lots of other letters that are not pronounced. So how could you separate them? How could you divide the syllables? So you just don't learn at school.
We don't learn. It's just how we talk. And to be honest, you know, that's just something that you will start to learn as you absorb more English, I think. You know, for you, for Portuguese speakers learning English, you're lucky that you don't have to learn so many conjugations, for example. And that's where I've had to focus a lot of my time on, is conjugations and if words are masculine or feminine. And so without that to focus on, for you learning English, like that is an area where you'll have to focus on a lot, is you know, pronunciation. And a website that I love for that, have you seen this website, Carina, forvo.com?
Yeah, I checked it because somebody, a subscriber of mine, he showed me this website. So you can listen to the pronunciation of words, right?
Yeah, so it's open source. So as long as you're a native speaker of a language, you can go onto the site, see the words that have been requested to be pronounced, you know, elephant or something, you know, and I would pronounce it. And I just do it for fun or free. I've probably added 100 words. But in Portuguese, when I want to know how a word is pronounced, I just go in and you know, can click on a region and hear someone actually say that word. And I think that's really helpful for an English learner, probably.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, Forvo. Yeah, safety backup is asking. Is that Forvo? Yeah, Forvo.
Yes, exactly. Yep.
And I was thinking about syllables now again, but when your mother is angry with you, when your mom is angry, in Portuguese we say, eu vou te matar. So dividing the syllables. So does it when you're angry in English?
Yeah, I would say that we speak in syllables like that, like Gavin, Russell, you come down here right now. Something like that, slower, you know.
Yeah,
but
totally.
Yeah, I mean, I think any language does that, but I don't know. Right now, I'm trying to speak very simple and enunciated English, and so we'll see how it goes when we, probably in 10 or 15 minutes, I'll start talking more like this, so that it's more of a challenge for everyone.
For us, for all of us.
Yeah.
A question from Giovanni Calado. Eu queria saber se a Lauren sabe falar pouco de português ou se interessa em aprender o idioma depois de ver o marido falando tão bem. Sempre que ela aparece nos vídeos, ela está falando inglês. So you can answer in English.
Okay, thank you. I like speaking Portuguese, but I'm in English mode right now. Yeah, I mean, I would say that she probably knows 200 words of Portuguese, just having been in Brazil and hearing me. And also we play Brazilian music in our house a lot. So she said something yesterday or 2 days ago, and I was like, that you just spoke perfect Portuguese right there.
Really?
And I think she just got that with osmosis. No, I'll try to think of it, but I wish I would have written it down. But she's tried to learn Spanish. She took French in high school, and she's tried to learn Spanish. But some people just aren't, like, language isn't for them. And so, you know, that's her case. Like, she's never loved having to sit down and learn Spanish, even though she could use it as a nurse in the hospital, like, every day, because we have a lot of Mexicans who live here. But she still loves everything about the culture and the food and everything.
I've just noticed that this video is unlisted. Oh my god, that's why you don't have so many people here. Sorry, Gavin, but it's my first time. I have to check here. Give me a moment.
Oh, okay, no problem.
Oh my god. Say something. Say something while I'm focusing on.
Sure. I actually got another question from Morgana Souza on Facebook. Let's see. Como vocês descreveriam a forma como um brasileiro é recebido nos Estados Unidos? No início é difícil de não se entenderem para um americano que não fala português. Segunda foi... vou responder essa pergunta primeiro.
Eu juro que eu
English.
não tô nem prestando atenção, então não vou interagir agora, tá?
No, don't worry. You know, Brazil was the most welcoming country that I've ever been in. There were a few instances where Brazilians were a little like frio or cold. Every country will have that, but Brazilians, more than any other country I've been to, were wonderful and receptive and wanted to help me with my Portuguese. The United States is going to be different for Brazilians, for anyone from a different country. Most people here think that everyone else should have to learn English and that we should never have to learn another language. And you guys know that I don't believe that, and I think learning another language is one of the best ways you can get to know another culture and aproveitar a vida, to take advantage of life. We're all on this planet together. But in the United States, it's not like that a lot. So, ordering food at restaurants or getting a taxi may be harder sometimes, and you need to be prepared for Americans who are going to be maybe not as warm or friendly. That being said, though, I mean, people still will try to help you out, and it shouldn't be a reason that you're embarrassed to speak. You should always try to speak English, and we are used to dealing with, to interacting with people who have strong accents, because English accents it's American and English pronunciation is very difficult. So it's almost impossible not to have an accent. But accents are okay. We are so used to them that, I don't think people are going to be upset at you for that. And what else did I want to say about that?
But I haven't heard. Is it
public now?
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about because I was just worried about making it public.
No worries. And then about the Brazilian accent, to be honest, I know so many Brazilians now, and I still have trouble realizing when an accent is a Brazilian accent or not. Like French accents or Russian accents, are very obvious that that's what they are. But I still sometimes don't realize that it's a Brazilian that I'm talking with until I try to say something like, I'll say brasileiro, something to, or opa, to see if they hear what I'm saying, to notice that they're Brazilians. And then Morgana also asked about the difference between the words can and can't, which is can and not. It's the contraction.
Yeah,
and that's what.
Lots of people ask me this question, and I think it will depend on the speech rate or not.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's typically can't, like, we should do a test. I should say one and you should guess which one I'm doing. But can't, like the no, I'll do this when I'm saying can't, because we don't say T's after N's typically, right? So SmallAdvantages is typically how my channel will be pronounced. It's not SmallAdvantages. And the word is can't.
You didn't know that.
That's why I appreciate you, Carina, because you are doing your doctorate in this. And so I'm learning things about what I'm saying that I didn't even realize before, But it's true, you did teach me that.
Yeah.
And I started noticing, like, montanha, mountain, we'll say, like with a glottal stop. How do you say glottal stop in Portuguese?
Pausa glottal.
Pausa glottal.
Yeah, so you never say written, never. So you always say, in your dialect, you always say written. I've written a book. Written a book. I've written an email. Yeah, good.
Exactly, good example, yeah. So I made a video about the difference between can and can't, talking about, the facial expressions, and like can't is a little more, I don't know, muscular movement or something, but it's hard. That's every language has something that's hard about it, So yeah, check out that video though. That might help.
You'll guess by the context too, because you will
usually
see the
like you can come to the party. You can't come to the party. Something like that,
Something like that, yeah. But I think we should say that it's not wrong if you say can't. It's not wrong. It's just an accent. Yeah, it's not
It's
like
just
a
an
silent letter that you shouldn't pronounce. For example, if you say listen, okay, this is an error because nobody says listen. You say listen.
Right. Listen.
But then if you say like, I've written a letter, you may sound British. That's the result of it.
That's true. That's absolutely true.
Yeah, but do you think I mean, no American, nobody says in the United States like written, no region?
I would say in a very formal setting, we will say written, but the American accent is pretty homogenous. It's pretty much the same everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't think of an exception to where you would say written.
Mm-hmm.
If anything, it won't sound like an accent. It will sound just very proper.
Okay.
You know?
Too formal.
Yeah, it's okay. Okay, it looks like we actually, yeah, we're live, so that's good.
Yeah, we were before, but just people with the link could access the live. But that was the problem. Well,
oh my God.
Now we're public. It's my first time, so I apologize for that. Now I know.
Yeah.
And there was another question about vowels, I think. Somebody asked.
Uh-oh, do you have to answer the phone?
No, it's my husband there.
Oh, then no.
He's trying to whisper
Vowels.
like, hi, hello. He's whispering on the phone. Carina manda hi aí. Hi, Alice. Now you can ask some questions, guys.
Yeah, go ahead and ask some questions.
Like on Amigo Gringo's channel. Oh my God! So we have both lives at the same time here and on Amigo Gringo's channel. I'm sorry.
Oh,
it wasn't
is that
our
what that means? I didn't know what that was.
Yeah. So it wasn't our intention. Sorry. Quais são as melhores regiões dos Estados Unidos para fazer intercâmbio? As que menos têm estrangeiros.
Okay, I have a great answer to this. So, good places to visit in the United States are, every Brazilian wants to visit Florida and New York and maybe California, and those are really great places to go, definitely. But the preconceito of the United States, like the best place to go for the friendliest people and the people who will be the most warm and welcoming, is the Midwest.
Mm-hmm.
So the Midwest is like interior. Now it's everything from the Rocky Mountains, and then east all the way over to pretty much my home state of Ohio. So all the inside of the country, people are very, very friendly. There's a lot more emphasis on family. And if you want to do intercambio, there's I think a better family and friends network in the Midwest than anywhere in the U.S. You'll find good intercambio situations everywhere, but the Midwest definitely. I've traveled to 43 of the 50 states, and in my opinion, the Midwest is the best. Midwest is the best.
Mm-hmm. Midwest is the best. Yeah, if you go to New York, for example, you have lots of tourists there. So maybe if you go to a school, you'll find more Brazilians, more people from Asia. The probability.
Yeah, like kind of, you have a lot of people moving to New York and moving to California and all of that. You don't have a lot of people moving to the Midwest, but that just means that the family ties and the people who are there, it's stronger, and there's more a sense of community and less people who are new to the community, which isn't bad, but I love that sense of community.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I have another question here from Vitor Rostrong. Carina ensina inglês, Gavin estuda português. Vocês amam idiomas, mas qual das duas línguas fez vocês se tornarem amigos?
Big português, hug. Né? Big hug.
Não se fala, né? Big hug, né?
No, yeah, we don't. We don't say like abraço, abração, or anything in English. Like big hug kind of sounds a little strange, like you're being too friendly.
Yeah.
But I understand.
Yeah, we understand. We're not making fun of it. We're just.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think it was Portuguese? I think it was English because we both were teaching English.
That's true. We both were teaching English, but I was in Brazil because of Portuguese. Like, that's a hard question because it was both, you know? Like, yeah, it's complex. Here's a question from Ignis. Você tem alguma Ignis? Você tem alguma dificuldade com algum sotaque no inglês? Falando para mim. Scotland is difficult for me. Escócia. But British accent is, I think the statistic is that for every one person in the United Kingdom, there's 4 people in the United States. So it's not that big of a ratio. We still have a lot of contact with British movies, British singers, you know, and so it's not difficult for us to understand a British accent. Whereas for Portugal to Brazil, it's 1 to 20, you know? Yeah. So it's definitely not like the relationship between Portugal and Brazil.
Okay.
So, but yeah, Scottish is a little hard.
It's funny because yesterday I attended a speech and this guy was from Portugal and I had a lot of difficulty to understand him because, oh my God, it's so different. They don't pronounce the vowels. So it's lots of consonants and, oh my God, is this Portuguese?
And with like a really closed mouth, right? Like I heard that there's the concept of like.
I really prefer talking to someone in English than in Portuguese from Portugal.
Oh my gosh.
It's much easier for me. I swear to God, it's much easier for me because this language is so.
I would love to.
But can you understand
Go ahead.
Portuguese from Portugal?
It's hard. I can understand I probably understand 90% of Portuguese, 95 maybe % of Brazilian Portuguese, and I probably understand 75% of Portuguese. I've tried listening to some radio and movies, but I mean, because I understand the ritmo, like the rhythm of the language, I think I pick up a lot still, but yeah, it's hard. I would love to travel to Portugal someday and try, you know, speaking, getting by.
Yeah.
Se virando.
Se virando. Get the hang of it. Rosiane da Unisantos. Eu disse pra ela, amanhã a gente vai fazer uma live. Eu tava lá na Unisantos e eu disse, dá um oi que eu vou te dar um oi. Tô te dando um oi. Hello.
Nice.
Eu fui banca, how do you say board?
Board? For what?
Trabalho de
concurso. Trabalho de concurso?
Não, de conclusão de curso. Final paper. I was there judging
your committee.
Committee, yeah. And
banca is the committee. Yeah.
Committee? Yeah. Okay. I thought it was board.
I have my committee for my doctorate, but anyway.
Anyway, how long did it take?
For what? My final day?
Yeah, your final day.
3 hours probably between deciding and all that.
Oh my God. Pergunta, você já estudou história brasileira? Porque em nosso passado imperial, éramos... subiu. Éramos entre as maiores nações na época, até sendo mais desenvolvido do que os Estados Unidos. Só que veio a República e desgraçou tudo. Have you ever studied about our history?
Not very much. I need to learn more, but I haven't studied very much. Right now, I'm very still apaixonado with the language, you know, very passionate about the language, but I need to learn more about Brazil.
Okay.
I see a comment asking if it's not my cup of tea. Não é minha praia, não. If it's not my cup of tea is originally a British expression, but we use that in the United States too to say, não é minha praia. It's not my cup of tea.
Okay.
Also, someone asked me to pronounce mobile.
Oh, I had a video about it. You have to watch my video.
I know, I know. That's what they said. They said you made a video. Have Gavin pronounce it. So there it was, mobile. But we have a city in the United States called Mobile.
Yeah,
so it's,
Mobile.
We have two different. Yep, Mobile, Alabama.
Yeah. Did you watch my video? Because I said exactly this. Mobile, Alabama. Yeah.
Oh no, I didn't watch it.
Oh come on, come on.
I know. I'm sorry. I should.
Eu já te perguntei isso. Quais sotaques brasileiros você tem dificuldade em entender? Pergunta do Frederico.
Ainda não. Mineirês é difícil às vezes por deixar because they end all the words too early sometimes. And
milho, they say.
Huh?
Is there any mineiro here? Because for corn, the word for corn, milho, they say mi.
Me. Oh, that classic like trava-línguas, popopó, popó.
Popopó.
É,
Pó,
tipo...
pó. Pode pôr o pó.
Isso.
Oh my God, Mineirês. Yeah, and then you were saying that Carioca Portuguese is also hard for you?
Yeah, it is very hard for me. Yeah, I tried to watch like Cidade de Deus sem legenda e... Opa.
Ingrid is saying Pernambuquês is hard, and I agree with you, Ingrid, because sometimes I don't understand because it's so fast. Have you ever heard somebody from Pernambuco?
Yeah, I have, and actually, I think that the Northeast accent, it's not all that difficult for me. In fact, it's more easy for me to understand. For example, the word tinha in Pernambuquês would be tinha, and tinha makes more sense to me as a native English speaker to be a t sound than a chi sound, and so I have less problems with it than people think that I would have. Now, it's definitely different because I've mostly been in São Paulo when I've been in Brazil, but yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, but then you have to understand that there's now, let me talk about the technical thing. So in Portuguese, in most regions, when you have a t before an I, or an E sound, then it becomes a ch. So in Rio Grande do Sul, they say leite. So they don't say leite because it's only before an E sound, you know?
Ah, so, that's interesting.
Yeah, that's the rule. It's just the t before an I, just like the rule you have that in English, you have the t after an n, it's not pronounced, like advantages.
Yeah.
So there are some phonological rules that you can learn. I love this kind of thing.
Hey, speaking of being a gaúcha, someone's told me on my Facebook that you need to make me a chimarrão.
Oh yeah, I could have done it I could have made it. Oh, the difference between make and do. I could have made it when you came to Brazil. Somebody asked us how we met. We met on YouTube Space in February or March, I don't remember, this year. At the beginning
I think it was February, yeah.
Yeah, we had never met before. We just met to record a video with you. And then I didn't have a chimarrão for Gavin. So maybe next time you come to Brazil.
I tried one. There was a gaúcha who made a chimarrão for me. So I've tried it. I love mate. So that was really awesome.
Do you think it was bitter? Too bitter?
Yeah, no, I love bitter. I love the bitter taste. So I thought it was wonderful.
I love it too. I drink chimarrão like really every day, and I think it's good. When I don't feel well.
I think those cups are really funny though, like with the straw, like the funny straw and the funny cup,
bomba.
like.
You say bomba.
Bomba.
And then, and then we always joke about traveling with a bomba. So you shouldn't say, isso é minha bomba at an airport because you would have a problem.
I never knew that. So they mean both things. It's like the mea.
How did you call the cuia?
The big cup.
The big cup. Okay, it's a cuia.
Big cup. Cuia. Someone asked me what my doctorate was in. Danilo Perotti. It was atmospheric science, ciências atmosféricas. E Brian Quirino perguntou bitter. Bitter doesn't mean resentido. Quer dizer resentido, mas também quer dizer amargo. Né?
E tem aquela música Bittersweet Symphony. Explain it to us, please. What does it mean?
Oh, man. Bittersweet. Não tem essa palavra em português? Algo assim? É quando você se sente triste, mas também feliz. Por exemplo, eu e a Lorne estamos mudando de casa daqui a pouco, do apartamento para uma casa nova. Estou super animado. Mas é bittersweet, porque...
Breaking news.
Breaking news. Mas em inglês é bittersweet, porque ficamos muito felizes que vamos ir para a nova casa e vai começar uma nova etapa nas nossas vidas, né? Mas é um pouco triste também, porque muitas coisas super legais aconteceram naquele apartamento. Então, aqui a gente está saindo. Então, é bittersweet, é feliz e triste ao mesmo tempo.
I don't think we have a specific word. Maybe you can tell me in the comments down below.
I love that
Carina,
word. That's a good one.
como pronunciar rewind? Rewind.
Rewind.
Essa foi a do Bruno, porque a gente teve o YouTube Rewind, né? What does it mean, Gavin?
With with tapes, when you used to use tapes instead of DVDs, you know, all the cinta, all the tape, the movie, to wind means like to spin the knobs and roll all the tape. So to rewind means to go the opposite direction.
Yeah.
So YouTube Rewind, I don't know, that must have that same thing.
Mr. Teacher Paulo is saying, Gavin, bora gravar. Mr. Teacher Paulo.
Bora.
Tem canal.
Mr. Teacher Paulo, you should come to Colorado, or I'll go to New Jersey. But the next time either one of us is in the other place, we'll gravar for sure.
Thaís,
a long time coming.
A Thaís da Unisantos. Beijos, Thaís. And Gavin, when I told them that they were the first ones, I do it in Santos, they were the first one to know about our live, because they said, I love your channel and I love Gavin too. And I said, so tomorrow you have to be on YouTube because we're going to be together.
Nice. By the way, here I go, because I'm going to start speaking in normal speed English. I've been speaking very destacado, devagar, but nível hard começa agora mesmo. Tá bom? Ask me a question. Let's go.
Gavin, this is a polemic question. Can I say a polemic question?
Polemic is pretty formal. I would say like this is a question. What would I say? This is a controversial question.
Yeah, much better. What do you think about Brazilians that go out to the United States to live? No, that go to the United States to live. Lucas' side.
What do I think about the culture? Oh, what do you think about Brazilians that go to the United States to live? Hey, I mean, I think it's awesome. I love interacting with Brazilians, and yeah, I don't have much more to say except for like that's fantastic, and I always love interacting with Brazilians. So, easy answer.
Gavin, do you consider ain't uma gíria que denuncia sua inteligência? Vi que alguns nativos não veem essa palavra com bons olhos.
Yeah, it's definitely I would never say it in day-to-day English. It's used a lot in Black English, and it's used a lot in songs because it sounds maybe like poetic a little bit, but in a very, very slangy way. But like none of my friends here say ain't. I don't think it sounds informal. I think it sounds stupid, actually. It makes it sound like you're trying too hard to be cool or original. So
I think it will sound stupid if you're not cool. You're just a wannabe. But if you're really cool, then it's exactly good. Don't you think so?
Like, especially coming from a non-native speaker, another reason that I don't teach swear words, palavrões, or things like ain't, is because I think that it sounds kind of stupid coming from a person trying to speak English and trying to use these, palavrões, and it just, you're trying to be funny or trying to be, fitting in with the culture, but a lot of times it just comes off as like brega, estúpido, like, so.
Carol, Carina ainda tem sotaque brasileiro. Yeah, I do, and I'm not embarrassed for that. It is fine for me because
but her accent's like very little. Yeah.
Gavin has an American accent too when he speaks Portuguese.
Eu tenho sotaque americano.
No, not that strong. Come on, it's not that strong.
No, but I mean, because English has such strange pronunciations of words, it's going to be very hard to lose your accent. And like everyone who's foreign here has an accent, and that's just how it is. Like, it's fine. I really want to respond to this question. Qual seus times do coração?
Sorry?
Então, qual seus times do coração? Então, primeiro com você, Carina. Você é Inter ou Grêmio?
I'm Gremista. I'm a champion. Yeah, because Grêmio won yesterday. Yeah, so after 15 years.
Nice. Did you know that I have a Grêmio shirt?
No, I didn't. Come on, you have to take a picture. I've seen you with a Corinthians shirt, so I want a picture with a Grêmio shirt.
I have a video even earlier than that video, I think, where I'm wearing a Grêmio shirt. I'll send you the link. My friend Glauber's from Bagé in Rio Grande do Sul, and he gave it to me. So,
yeah.
But for me, my teams is all 3 teams from Cleveland. So for baseball, you have the Cleveland Indians. For football, you have the Cleveland Browns. And for basketball, you have the 2016 NBA champions, Cleveland Cavaliers, LeBron James. They used to have Anderson Varejão, ele é barriga verde, mas at least não tem. But yeah, I go Cleveland. Those are all my teams. That's good. Hello, Manaus. Go Pats,
Manaus?
Daniel. No.
Qual é o jeito informal de falar, mais ou menos? I think you have a video about it, and I also have a video about it, so just say it very quickly.
More or less, but you can also say give or take when you're talking about a number. Like, how old do you think that girl is? I'd say 25, give or take. Tipo, dar e tomar, tirar, algo assim.
O mais interessante, Vitor, o mais interessante é que vocês, mesmo com tantos estudos, têm dúvidas, erram e levam isso numa boa. Isso quebra o tabu de que professores de idiomas são dicionários. That's right, Vitor. I'm not a dictionary. I'm not a walking dictionary. I don't know all the words in the world, not even in Portuguese. So I'm okay with that. So no problem at all.
Yeah.
We're kind of perfectionists, right, Gavin? We try to do our best.
Definitely. That's been like the most important part of both of our learnings, though, is I think like leaving that perfectionism aside when you're doing videos. Like, we definitely want to teach accurate information, but, you know, making mistakes is normal. And if I'm not going to make a video because I'm afraid I'm going to make 2 mistakes, and because of that no one learns, that's way worse, right? So that's why it's totally okay.
It's so much better. And the problem is that I haven't been speaking English lately. I've been working in Portuguese, I've been writing in Portuguese, and that's why it takes some time for me to speak, but I hope you understand what I'm saying.
To spin up, you would say, like, you need to spin up your mind to be able to speak English. Like, it takes me some spin up time.
Wow, I didn't know how to say that. Take me some spin up time. And you can say, meu português está enferrujado. Você já ouviu isso?
Não, o que é?
Meu português está meio enferrujado, meio travado.
Rusty. Yeah, we can say rusty too. So.
Yeah.
I see people saying Curitiba, Brasília, Santarém, Porto Alegre. O que quer dizer salve? Porque eu sempre vejo salve para o lugar. Tipo, salvar.
Não, é oi. Tipo, um salve pra Brasília. Eu nunca falo isso, viu? Eu não sei, me acho bizarra falando um salve.
É tipo shout out, talvez, em inglês. Shout out?
Eu acho que pode ser.
Shout out to Curitiba. Shout out to Santarém. Santa Maria.
Yeah. English with them. Gavin, what are you doing in Fort Collins? I'm here in Colorado Springs. We should make a churrasquinho together.
Nice. Sounds good. I'll be there tomorrow. I've never been to Colorado Springs, actually, even though it's only like 3 hours away. Okay, apparently it's shout out because everyone's saying it's shout out here.
Yeah, stop. Gavin, quando voltar ao Brasil, faz um encontro com inscritos daqui, de vários estados. Vem pro Pará. You have to go there to dance calypso.
I would love to. Pará. I want to see every single state in Brazil. So I think that'd be awesome. To go to all. Yeah, that would be a goal. Just like I want to see every state in the United States. Like, to travel to Brazil and stay in each state for like 1 or 2 weeks would be like amazing.
Yeah, let's see questions. Salve aí os manos da Zona Leste. Do you understand this? Os manos da Zona Leste?
Zona Leste? No.
From the east part of São Paulo. Os manos.
Nice.
Amanda Monteiro. Carina, por que algumas frases em inglês terminam com preposição? Tipo, where you at?
Where you at, yo?
What are you waiting for?
What you waiting for?
Yeah, that's
I don't know. That's
the reason. Yeah, because God wants.
Well, yeah, like, and you know, sometimes just to speak quicker, you just take out the verb or something, like, where are you at? We all know that it means where are you, you know, or where are you at? Actually, to add the preposition at the end, where are you at, is something very Midwestern, they say, in the United States. Like, we don't need that preposition at the end of the phrase. Where you at?
Gavin, I'm so sorry. ABCD existe sim, que vergonha, eu não sabia. I'm so sorry. É diadema mesmo.
Acertei!
É que eu não sou de São Paulo, eu não sabia. Nossa.
I know.
Ai, come on. Quando se pode substituir um verbo por get? Tem uma regra, é assim, ó, substitui qualquer coisa por get que vai dar certo. Não, tô brincando.
Hey, Carina, did you see my video about tongue twisters in English?
I'm sorry, I haven't.
Okay, perfect, because I want to make you try to say one.
Oh, Jesus. But I have to read it or just repeat?
You just have to repeat after me. Which do you want? I'm trying to think of one for you here. How about soldier's shoulder?
Soldier's shoulder.
But multiple
like,
times. Soldier's shoulder. Soldier's shoulder.
Soldier's shoulder. I say easy one. And soldier's shoulder. Soldier's shoulder.
There you go. Shoulder. There you go. Nice.
You have another one?
I have another one. I'm going to type it right now into the chat.
Okay, so I have to go there. The other one.
No, in our main one. You'll see it.
Okay.
A loyal warrior will rarely worry why we rule. Oh, I forgot the we.
Where is it?
Do you see it? I just typed it right now, but it's a loyal warrior will rarely worry why we rule.
Desistir.
Okay. Watch for it while I try to say this one. This is one of the toughest ones for me. Casa suja, chão sujo. Casa suja, chão sujo. Casa suja, chão sujo. Opa.
Casa suja, chão sujo. I can't say this. Not even in Portuguese. I have a problem.
That's a hard one.
That's a hard one. Tá muito travadão essa live aí. Será que tá travando? Tá muito travadão, será? Bom, well,
I saw a kitten eating chicken in the kitchen. That was funny. I never realized before learning Portuguese that Brazilians have trouble with kitchen and chicken, like, because they're like opposite. That never even crossed my mind that they're similar, you know?
It's funny. I'm in the chicken.
Yeah.
Where are you?
A sábia não sabia que o sábio sabia que o sabiá sabia que o sábio não sabia que o sabiá não sabia.
This is so interesting because the words are just the same and the only contrast here is made by the stress of the syllable.
Yeah.
So, sabia, 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 sovia. Yeah, it's nice. Sabia, a woman who knows a lot. Ela é sábia. Sabia, the verb in the past, and then sabia, sabia. Sabia is a bird. So it's
sabia, nice. Bird, yeah. Hey, I want to change the subject really quickly again, too. Have you heard of the series 3% on Netflix? 3%?
I've heard, but I haven't watched it.
Oh my gosh, it's like in the last week here. I think it was launched 2 weeks ago, maybe, in November. And all of a sudden, like everyone here in the United States is texting me, texting Lauren saying, oh, have you watched 3%? It's a new Brazilian series. It's awesome. And we can't wait to watch it. Lauren wanted to start it last night, but I was too busy like moving things from our house to go to the new house. But it's really interesting for us Americans because there exists a version dublado in English. And so we're so used to watching all of our series in our native language with all the actors from you know, the United States are speaking English, that for us it is so strange to see a movie or a film dublado, right? Like we're just like, what is going on? But everyone has loved that series.
Yeah, I have to watch, but well, I really have to watch it, but I'm working on my thesis, to be honest. I'm trying to avoid and I can't stop, you know. I start and then
I know.
The last
binge
one
watching.
Yeah, the last one that I couldn't stop was Stranger Things.
Oh my gosh.
Loved
Did you know that when I was
it.
a kid, Winona Ryder was my favorite actress? Like the mom who's hysterical the whole time. She used to be like my favorite actress in Beetlejuice and in Mr. Deeds and all those movies. She did a really good job. But that series is awesome, isn't it?
Yeah, it's awesome. It's just like Stand By Me, like the movie. I really like Stand By Me. I really like. I cry when I watch this movie. Pergunta se ele está assistindo Westworld. Nem sei o que é direito.
Westworld. I don't know what that is either. I don't watch much TV, so a lot of these references are like going over my head. Do you have that expression in Portuguese, to like when something goes over your head?
Não sei.
It means like when someone like someone very smart talks to you about something, like, you know, an astronaut or a neurophysicist or something talks about a complicated subject and you don't understand any of it and it just all goes right over your head. So sometimes when people talk about like Netflix series or something, like a lot of the references go over my head. Like I don't understand what they're saying.
I can't think of an expression now. I can't.
Gotcha.
Lilia, please, eu sou mineira e não falo me. Estou morando nos Estados Unidos há 5 meses fazendo intercâmbio. Vocês me ajudam muito. Muitíssimo obrigada. Thank you, Deli. So, yeah, not everyone.
That makes us so happy to hear that.
Yeah, nobody will say me. I don't say bah, che, tri, legal all the time. But this is just too exaggerated.
Vamos falar sobre as gírias que você me deu no nosso vídeo, tipo guaipeca,
falar em português,
dar quebra.
Gente, vocês não têm noção do quanto que eu recebo de comentário me xingando. Nossa, nada a ver essas gírias que ela usou, ninguém usa. Aí vem os gaúchos e me defendem. Não, a gente usa assim. Gente, o Brasil é imenso. A gente não sabe. Eu não sei todas as gírias do mundo, até porque no começo daquele vídeo eu falei, eu não uso muita gíria, eu não sou muito boa de gíria. Então, vocês podem dar sugestões de gírias aqui pro Gavin, né? It's your time to do it. Digam de onde vocês estão e dê uma sugestão para ele tentar adivinhar, tá?
Vou adivinhar agora mesmo.
Adivinha. Mais uns 5 minutinhos e aí a gente vai embora.
Mas em vez de responder todo o comentário, você tem que me dar as gírias que você acha. Não, porque você não sabe todas as gírias, né? Então, vou dar uma olhada daqui a pouco.
Tá atrasado até eles chegarem ali, espera aí. Não, porque as pessoas falaram que eu não escolhi boas gírias, mas são as gírias que eu uso, gente. E você acertou ainda, viu? Lembra que ficou empatado? Eu achei que eu tinha ganhado. Suave. O que significa suave? Eu sei o que significa. O que significa suave?
Suave é sei lá, maneiro, legal.
Mais ou menos, mas que eu saiba. Nossa, agora o pessoal se empolgou, ó. Meu Deus. Suave tá tranquilo. Não, suave, tranquilo.
Ok. Tipo smooth, né? Suave. Ok, leque. Todo mundo tá escrevendo leque. Leque é moleque?
É moleque. Mas eu não uso, né? Mas é tipo... Não sei, dá uma frase aí com leque. Eu não sei nem dar um exemplo, porque eu não uso leque. Sussa enquanto...
Oxi. Égua.
Que é
de boa. Eita. Eu vi o filme Que Horas Ela Volta e ela fala eita muito. Oxente! Oxi!
Gavin, o que significa sussa?
Sussa? Como se escreve?
S-U-S-S-A.
Sussa. Você pode me dar uma frase?
Tá tudo sussa.
Quer dizer casa suja, chão sujo?
Nada a ver. Não, por exemplo...
Nossa, sei lá, para mim aparece a palavra sossegar, então vou chutar que quer dizer quieto, tranquilo.
Perfect! Come on! You're very good language. Yeah. Soletrando, Bahia, barril. Cê é louco, mano. Essa tu conhece, né? Sussa na montanha-russa. Isso aí já são adaptações para Sussa que eu não conheço, viu? E esse aqui. Cê é louco em cachoeira. Já ouviu essa?
Cê é louco, cachoeira. Cachoeira. Cê é louco, cachoeira. Tipo, você pirou?
Algo assim. Eu também não uso. E essa é boa. Lacrou.
Eu já dei mico com isso. Me passei mico. Com lacrou. Tipo, que arrasou, né?
Exatamente. É uma gíria que eu acho, me corrijam se eu tô errada, eu acho que é uma gíria que veio da comunidade gay. Lacrou.
Tipo, alguém falou, só tem gíria hétero aqui.
Adoro lacrou, gente. Alguém... Tombei, já ouviu essa? Já que é pra tombar, tombei.
Tomber quer dizer, eu tô pensando em... eu não sei, o que são as coisas que um ônibus, por exemplo, indo na rodoviária sempre vai... sobre essas coisas na rua. O que é isso? O que é a palavra?
Lombada.
Lombada? Lombada, ok. Tô pensando numa palavra errada, mas... não sei o que quer dizer tumbar.
Tombar é uma gíria nova, gente, que eu saiba. Já que é pra tombar, tombei, é tipo, já que é pra arrasar, eu arrasei, sabe? É algo assim. É arrasar também. Tombar, tombei hoje, tombei, arrasei. Uma gíria meio gay também, adoro gírias gays, são as melhores. Tô ligado? Bafo, isso aqui tá bafo. Foi um bafo a festa.
Bafo. Bafo quer dizer uma fofoca ou também um bafo de ar quente no metrô de São Paulo, algo assim, né?
Perfeito. Pode significar bad breath, né? Bafo.
Bafo,
Mau hálito. Pode significar isso, the day is to dump, ou algo assim. É dump? É, né? Úmido.
Damp.
Damp. Ai, o que é dump?
Dump é uma gíria para cagar.
Ai, que horror! Gente, o dia tá cagado. Não foi o que eu quis dizer. Viu? É que uma vogal faz, né, gente? Uma vogal, por favor. Mas o que eu ia falar mesmo? Eu esqueci. Eu pensei em cagar agora. Ai, que horror, gente. Vou deletar isso da live. Não dá. Tá osso. O que é isso?
I need to take a dump. That's hilarious. So, Carina, when do you think you're going to come back to the United States? Or come to the United States for the first time?
Yeah, I have never been there, actually, so it will be the first time. Well, I think very soon, but I don't know when. I have to finish my thesis. But then I would love to go there. And I'd love to meet you there, you and Lauren.
For sure. For sure. You guys are welcome in our house if you want to come here. And I'll give you good tips for where to go and stuff.
Yeah, a dump Trump. Yeah. They were saying some things. Só mais uma aqui, ó. Tinha falado. Ai, esqueci. Ai, nossa, tem umas pesadas, gente. Sambar. O que é sambar? Sambei.
Eu dei certo.
Eu dei certo.
Sei lá, eu acertei.
Pode ser. Eu acho que pode ser, dependendo do contexto. Mas tipo,
eu tô chutando agora. Tô sambando, tipo, no baile.
Eu arrasei. É a mesma coisa também. Eu arrasei. Sambei na cara dos inimigos.
Arrasou, lacrou. Todas essas gírias, hein?
And then in English you have words for lacrar e arrasar. Now it's your turn.
Yeah, kind of. It's a little different because in English we don't have a single word. Like you say so one word, a single verb, conjugated. There you go. That's it. But in English, like I would have to say, like we have you killed it, which is matou, to mean like nossa, so tombou. But you have to typically say you killed it. You have to use 3 words. Or another one that's really common is you tore it up. To tear up, it means to tear up paper, like to dividir papel. Rasgar. So.
It makes no sense if you translate literally, right?
Yeah, it doesn't. Or like you nailed it is another one. Yuri Ludovino said you nailed it.
Yeah. Well, so I think it's time to go because it's 1 hour.
I'm having so much fun. This is so awesome. I'm like, we should definitely do this again, Carina.
Yeah, I think so. Make a video about new trend slangs. Gavin, so Gavin, it's a suggestion for you. You should make videos with new slangs in Portuguese or in English.
But Netflix and chill are old. Like Netflix is from 2005 and I used chill when I was young.
Yeah, no, but the expression Netflix and chill.
Okay. Didn't you make a video about that?
I did, because it has a second meaning. It doesn't mean, it has 2 meanings. So that's why I decided to make this video.
Yeah. I never thought about it because like a movie it's called a flick sometimes. So Netflix,
Yeah, and I
online movies.
Do you forget to say things on your videos and then somebody makes comments and then you say, oh my God, how come I didn't say that? And I say,
every single video.
Me too.
Like
and
when
then
I post a video, I like to, you like to do this too, like interact with people right when they post a comment. But I do that also to see what I made a mistake on in the video because, yeah, I'm still learning Portuguese. It's not going to be perfect all the time, or sometimes I forget a little bit of a rule, and hey, it happens, you know. So it's most people realize that though. It's the haters who will get you.
Yeah. Existe uma expressão de... Ó, legal essa. Existe uma expressão em inglês para por dentro, no sentido de não estou por dentro do assunto? Do you understand por dentro?
Right, like você... Como é que posso explicar em português? Like, you know about something.
You're familiar with the subject.
Yeah. Or yeah, like the plan or something. Yeah, actually, it's to be in on something. It's a tough one. I'm in on the plans, you know, like means I understand what the plans are. Maybe my friends don't know, but I'm in on it. Yeah, I'd have to think of some other ones though too.
Alguns comentários são engraçados. Eu de novo não prestei nem atenção no que o Gavin falou.
I know. You're doing exactly what I said not to do. Oh my gosh.
Sorry, Gavin.
I know. I like wait for your reaction, and you're just reading.
Yeah, I'm reading. And then I have nothing to say, like to interact with you.
Italo telis, filled in. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, like someone filled me in on what's going on. Agora tô dentro. So to fill someone is to fazer com que alguém fique dentro.
Send a hug
esteja
to
dentro.
Me. Oh, send a hug to me, please. And my city is São José do Rio Preto, ó.
São José do Rio Preto. Para acabar o vídeo, vamos mandar salves para todas as cidades mais uma vez, tá bom? E aí, Carina, devemos fazer isso de novo, talvez no meu canal daqui a 1 mês, 2 meses, sei lá. Mas foi muito engraçado, não tô querendo parar agora, porque eu tô me divertindo muito.
Não, mas eu também adoro, porque é a primeira vez que eu fico aqui olhando os comentários, e sabe o que eu acho, Gavin? Que a gente deveria fazer isso mais vezes, sabe? Pelo menos uma vez por mês no nosso canal, até, assim, mesmo que a gente não faça juntos, para as pessoas perguntarem coisas, porque tem tantas perguntas que eu não consigo responder, e as lives são uma ótima oportunidade para isso, né?
Com certeza, adorei. Então, vamos começar. Campinas, Sorocaba, Brumado, Bahia, Itajaí, Santos... São Mateus, São Paulo. É a sua vez, Carina.
Belo Horizonte, o que é letra? Me distraí. Sergipe, Macapá, São Paulo, Toronto. Olha que chique.
Oh, nice.
Sergipe, Maringá, Manaus, Amazonas, Miracema, Itatiaia, Goiânia. Não, gente, tá ilegível isso, muito rápido. Santo André.
Recife.
No
Espírito
ABCD,
Santo, né? Minhas capixabas.
Osasco, eu moro na divisa com Osasco, viu, gente?
Osasco.
Santarém.
Mauá, Alcobaça, Bahia, Itaqueira, Petrolândia, Pernambuco, Londrina.
Eu vou confessar
Madrid.
um negócio pra vocês. Madrid.
Okay.
Eu nunca fui pro Nordeste, gente. Vocês acreditam numa coisa dessas? Nunca fui pro Nordeste. Eu quero muito ir, gente.
Eu
o amigo
também.
gringo
Vai ser o próximo lugar que eu visito também, então a gente deve gravar vídeos juntos. Tipo, uma brasileira conhecendo pela primeira vez, um estrangeiro conhecendo pela primeira vez, né?
Seria muito legal.
Talvez no fim do ano que vem, vamos planejar.
Vamos. O amigo gringo disse que os Lençóis Maranhenses é o lugar, assim, que é um dos mais lindos do mundo para ele. Então, eu acho que a gente tem que ir. Candiota, Rio Grande do Sul, Uerlândia, Salvador, Gavin, o terremoto que deu na Califórnia, subiu. What about the earthquake?
When?
Não sei. Foi agora? Não sei. Achei que era agora.
Não sei também.
Achei que você sabia, então por isso que eu falei. Zona Leste, Santarém, Pará, Rio de Janeiro, Vila Matilde, São Luís, Bruxelas, eu li direito? E Maranhão, São Luís e Maranhão. Dei oi para os dois lugares. Luís. É o mesmo lugar, né, gente? E é isso. Espero que vocês tenham gostado. Gente,
thank you all for being on this live. It was so awesome to do this. And Carina, it was super cool to get to catch up with you a little bit and just talk about what we both love, language.
Foi ótimo. Yeah, I really liked it too. It was a nice opportunity for me to speak English too in front of a lot of people.
You're doing awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome. And what time is it in the United States? Last question.
It's 4:14 p.m.
4:14 p.m. So
this is one of the shorter days of our year right now because it's almost December 21st. So it's already getting dark outside here.
Eu gostei que eles chamam de Zona Leste, eles chamam Zona Lost. Lost.
Zona Lost. Roraima. All right, guys.
Okay.
Thanks so much. And we will see you next time. We'll definitely do another live and we'll do something cool, right?
On Gavin's channel, okay? Next time I'll be there, and then we can talk in English and in Portuguese, and you can. Gavin, você é lindo. So we have lots of fans.
Opa.
Somebody said.
Tipo 8. Okay. Então.
Okay. So that's it. Let's go home.
Let's go home. And next time the video will be live from the beginning, and we'll figure everything out, and it'll be good.
I'm sorry, it was my fault. Thanks for. Obrigada aí quem avisou, eu não tinha visto. So thank you very much. See you guys. Bye.
Peace.